Hello, friends, and welcome to another Tottenham Hotspur match review. Okay, I don't know what that was, but I've had a rough week, fellas. If you don't know, I live in Texas, and if you've heard anything on the news, it's pretty much been about Texas. Anyways, had a pipe burst, had to get fixed, didn't have water for a few days. That's why there wasn't a Europa League match review. I don't feel bad for me. People have had it way worse. Way, way, way worse. I think I had it relatively easy, honestly. I know you don't really care about like what's going on with me, but still, just thought you would want to know that the situation in Texas is not great. We had a gas leak as well, had to get that replaced, and I had to dig out in the snow for a few hours. Anyways, we weren't prepared, and I blame Greg Abbott. End of Texas talk. On to Tottenham talk, sadly. Um, wow, fellas. So, right, I guess, I just did that because I can't be asked to do the freaking lineup thing right now. I'm just so tired of Tottenham. I just really am. Hello, Dexter. Dexter says hi. He wants you to know that he loves Tottenham as well, and he just wants what's best. But he has a message. He has a message for you. He says, what does he say? Okay, so he's saying that, okay, you have Kufal, you have Dawson, you have Diop, and all these people, and David Moyes is getting more out of his players than Jose is out of his. And you're like, huh, are West Ham's players better than Tottenham's players? Uh, I don't know about that one. I really don't. Yeah, you can go. You can go, Dexter. Okay. Okay, go. What are you doing? Okay. Anyways, he's just sitting on the chair right now. But that's my issue. That's the main topic of conversation today. Jose came out with some strong quotes saying, I have no doubts about my coaching ability. I think me and my coaching staff's abilities and tactics are second to none. Big words to say after you just lost to West Ham and David Moyes. That's where I'll leave that. That should put a pretty clear indication of my stance on where I am with Jose right now. You can't say that when you lose to West Ham and David Moyes. You can't. You just can't. You can't argue that those players are better than Son, Kane, Bale, Ndombele, Højbjerg. You just can't. You just absolutely can't. You can. At this point, I mean, there's been so many defensive errors and so many defensive problems that I'm just like, I don't care about it anymore because I just know that's not the biggest problem. It's like, yeah, that stuff is just going to happen now, and I expect it. Yeah, it's like, I don't know, I just expect it because why am I expecting anything to change? I don't pin the blame on the players. I don't. That's how I'm coping with it. Other people cope differently, but I don't think our players are that bad. I don't. I don't think Issa Diop is any better than Eric Dyer. I don't think Issa Diop is that much better than Davinson Sanchez or Joe Rodon or anyone. But they're performing better and look more solid because they have a better system in place, better tactics, and I mean, that's what I see. That's just what I see, and that's my observation as a fan. Yeah, that's my problem. What was I going to lead off about? I mean, yeah, players go through, patches where they just look good and patches where they look bad. My main problem is that we just rely on individual creativity endlessly. It's like, it just changes from game to game. Okay, well, Son and Kane aren't performing now, who's going to step up? Maybe Tanguy, maybe Reguilon, maybe... Oh, look, it's Gareth Bale today. And that's amazing. I love seeing Gareth Bale do amazing things and trying to lead the team back to something. And it almost worked. It really did. But you can tell it's not sustainable. It's just really, we rely on individual brilliance. And it's not good. It's not good at all. And it's really frustrating to watch because I just... it's basically like, oh, that person's on fire right now. Let's give the ball to them and hope they can do something. That's not a system, and it's just frustrating to me. It really is. And, God, defensively, just looking at the defensive goals we conceded, it's all about just our center backs being dragged out of position and our center backs kind of... I don't know, not having cohesion together, which is understandable because we've gone through about as many center back partnerships this year as Liverpool, which is saying a lot. So you would not expect cohesion. Eric Dyer and Davinson Sanchez, I believe, could work as a partnership. I mean, Davinson is a bit suspect, I'm going to be honest. But... just the defending on the first goal, one amazing delivery from Jared Bowen. It's an amazing cross, and it's very hard to deal with. I don't really blame Eric Dyer that much. I blame the cross getting in the first place. And also, just look at, where Davinson is. Look at how spread out the back line is. It just doesn't look organized. And you expect that from a Jose team? I don't know, even if we aren't attacking well, I expected us to defend well, but I kind of chalk that up to coaching as well. I don't know if it's on Ledley, I don't know if it's on Jose or Zhao, I don't know, but it doesn't look like it's just the players to me. It looks like they just don't really know what they're doing, which, could be the players, but I doubt that with how much it's happening. And the same thing for the Jesse Lingard goal. One just gets dragged out and the other gets a free roam at the back line and then they get to score. So, I don't know. I don't know what's happening there, but I kind of chalk it up to coaching problems as well. And I know they'll upset people, but again, that's how I'm coping with it. That's how I'm seeing it. And I'm just going to call it like it is in my world. So yeah, I don't like Jose's quotes after the game. I just don't understand them. I just don't think there's anyone on that West Ham team I would trade any of our players for. Maybe actually Kufal at right back. He's pretty good. Reguilon, way superior. Center backs are better on our team, or at least the first choice pairing I would go with. Fabianski, he's fine, if that was even their goalkeeper today, but still, not a single player I would take from that West Ham team instead of ours. And they beat us. And, you can blame the players all you want on bad defending and stuff, but at the end of the day, we should be beating West Ham. We should have a system in place to beat West Ham, and we don't. We don't have a way to capitalize on the players we have, and it's costing us. And now we're on one of our worst runs in history, and I feel like if it was any other manager, he would be gone. He would really, really be gone. And I feel like the fact that it's just Jose is keeping him the job. And I don't expect him to get sacked right now. I expect him to keep the job until the cup final, because I believe that's why he's here. But I don't know if he'll last next year. The run we've had, 13 games and 12 points or something terrible like that. It's abysmal. Relegation form, 18th in the form table or something like that in the last 13. It's just simply abysmal. We were paying this man $15 million a year, and he pretty much comes in and says, there are long-term problems at Tottenham that I can't fix. Why are we paying you? That is my main argument. Like, why is Daniel Levy paying you? Why, like, if you say stuff like that, like, yeah, you may be right. Like, you can't fix all of it, and that's what I believe. But why are you saying that? Like, that can't inspire confidence anywhere. I'm just kind of done with Jose, honestly. Like, if he goes tomorrow, farewell. I don't know who would come in. I don't want to think about that. That's on Daniel Levy. Get Ledley King. I don't know. Get Jan Vertonghen back in or something. I really don't know. Yeah, it's just not looking great right now, and it's really not looking promising. It's just sad to watch Tottenham because I'm like, oh yeah, we can beat the bottom two teams in the league and Leeds, but we can't beat anyone near our level. So that points to me as to a larger problem than just the squad. And yeah, I truly believe he needs to go. Maybe not right now because instability mid-season, but he shouldn't be here next year. He really shouldn't. I do fear that it's just going to get worse. The comments he's come out with are very worrying. They're very reminiscent of his time in United, and I don't want things to get even worse. Luke Shaw is a great footballer. Chris Smalling is a great footballer. Marcus Rashford is a great footballer. You know, the list goes on as to people that Jose has written off and said are crap and then proved him wrong. So that's where I'll leave that. I think this is a fixable team. I don't think we're in panic mode, but the main thing is Bale looks great, so hopefully we see him more and we'll beat Wolfsburger at least. So that's nice. Anyways, that's going to be it for this video. Arsenal are probably going to overtake us in the league, but whatever. I'll see you guys next time. Leave a like, subscribe if you're new. See ya.